happening? Matt Jackson did stuff. I don't know what he did, but he did stuff. Jumped out of the ring and whatnots. It was amazing.
That's working.
It's working now. I bet you fuckers can hear us now.
Why are you calling him name?
I bet you can hear us now. Matt Jackson did stuff. There you go.
All right. Sorry about that, everybody.
There you go.
One of these times I'll get that part right there. All right. Looks like we got the Dark Order versus the Young Bucks. So I have no idea what's going on. Over there is Karrion Kross with Scarlett Bordeaux. So I missed the best part already of the whole show.
Oh, yeah, you did. You missed everything. I wasn't paying attention. I just said he was coming out first, which I thought was very interesting and odd. But
get it started.
She's still doing stuff. You can still drool or stare at her or whatever it is that you're doing. All that fun stuff.
All right, so who's that on the outside there? Huh. Anyways.
On the outside of where?
Dark Order. It looks like one of the Young Bucks, but it's not. It's just another Dark
a guy
Order guy.
With long
There's
hair.
a tag. Jackson comes in off the top, crossbody, double crossbody.
He's the one Dark Order guy that's usually with the other guy, and they come out with their masks not on, and he has longer hair. And
but this is Stu, Don't Call Me Dick, right?
Yeah, I think so. The guy that doesn't ever wear a mask.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's the only one that doesn't wear a mask, I guess.
I think that's who that is. And then the other one is Evil Uno. Correct?
Yes, Evil Uno
big guy?
is that guy's name.
Karrion Kross is going nuts over there. The smoke hasn't even cleared yet, and he's already got this guy dead.
Well, I think that guy thought he was going to get him, and then he didn't. So I don't know what that guy was thinking.
Scarlett's in an interesting bathing suit.
She's an interesting bathing suit?
Yeah.
Or she's wearing...
That's why I said she's in an interesting bathing suit.
Oh, okay. All right, so... So let's say hi to everybody in the chat.
Stu, don't call me Dick.
Hear us now, and I don't have to
hello,
do
wrestling
ASL.
fans, and welcome to WrestlingGab. It's Wednesday. That's Dalethea. I'm Travis. It's a little bit behind.
We're watching NXT and AEW and a little bit of Shark Week.
Just a little bit.
Dun-dun. It's happening up there. All right, so it looks like we've got Walter in the chat tonight.
Walter.
Hey, Walter. How's it going? We also have
She's making up
Chief
that you couldn't hear
Warrior,
for us earlier.
Right?
She's like, hello.
Hello, everybody. I hope you can hear me. My loud, obnoxious voice in your little ears.
She's a whore pepper.
And we have got Chief Warrior in the chat tonight.
Hey, Chief.
Hello. And we've got EvilBot Gaming with us. We got Brandon with us.
Hey,
we
Brandon.
got the Fiend. Yelling at us to turn ourselves up. It wasn't a matter of turning ourselves up. We just didn't have audio whatsoever.
Turn it up.
We also have Joven in the chat. And we've got Luke
Joven.
with us. Hey,
Hello.
Luke. How's it going? We've got Janelle Jackson in here. Hey, Janelle. How's
Good
it
to
going,
see you in
man?
here.
Nice to see you. We've got Harry Hank
Harry.
in the chat. And I think we got Joven, I said. Jacob Mejia. Jacob Mejia in the chat. Hello. We're asking questions already. Who was better, Ted DiBiase or Yoshitatsu or Ezekiel Jackson or Vladimir Kozlov? There you go.
That's an interesting group. I'd go Ted DiBiase just because I know him the best.
Oh.
But that's just because of knowledge. And obviously we're talking about Ted DiBiase Sr., not Jr.
He didn't say junior, so I'm guessing it's senior. We have Mr. J Pax in the chat. Hello,
Hey,
Mr. J Pax. And looks like I deleted Trav. I love you guys. I love you. Looks like, have you seen Alexa's new pics? They look fucking sick. I hope she brings this look to SmackDown. Have not seen her looks.
No,
have no idea.
I don't get on Insta anymore, so very rarely. I probably should get on there a little bit more, but...
Yeah, why wouldn't you? Under some wrestling cat.
I'd have to set it up for like 5 minutes. 5 minutes once a week. Go.
Right? Let's see. Jacob Mejia says Junior. Sorry. So he's talking about the Junior.
Yeah, definitely not Junior.
Definitely not him. N-O-X-N-A. We've got Glenn Hunt in the chat. Hey, Glenn Hunt. How's it going? Giving us our little updates on Slam location and stuff happening at his house.
Yeah, did they ever pick out a location for SummerSlam?
I have no idea.
It's only 2 weeks away. They better get their shit together.
We have Vindicator in the chat. Hey, Vindicator. We also have Fatacules Piccola.
Yeah, Fatacules.
Fat, like P-H-A-T, fat.
Fatacules.
Fat. Like
fat testicles.
Fatalies. Piccola. Anyways, you're getting called Piccola.
Piccola.
Says hello from Pensacola.
Pensacola.
Good place to be.
Piccola. All right, well, she got quiet.
Oh, it's because I was reading Luke's thing.
Oh.
Luke was saying what she looks like, so he's letting us know that Miss Bliss has pure white hair that is either shorter or cut differently. Makeup is different, and bright-ass blue contacts.
Huh.
It's probably a wig, would be my guess on that one.
Yeah, they like to do wigs on WWE.
Yes, they do.
Sasha loves those wigs.
Fat laces. There we go. See?
Fat laces.
I just needed some help with my English indicators. Sorry.
Look at this. Matt's completely surrounded. He's going under the ring. They need to go up under in there and get him.
Look at all those
fish. Oh, look how quick he
Oh,
was.
I'm not supposed to be watching that.
He's already back in the ring. So he went under the ring and out the other side and back in the ring before they even noticed he was gone. Hey, Keith Lee's in the ring. Sorry. Let's switch over to NXT real quick. Keith Lee is in the ring. Guy? Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Beat the shit out of him, and then Keith Lee came down.
Oh, Walter's like, who flipped the car on Raw outside Monday?
Retribution.
It was probably Braun Strowman.
He's the only car flipper they have anymore.
So
don't start rumors. He's still on SmackDown, and he's in hell.
Chief Warrior's like, I heard it's gonna be on a boat. I'm gonna buy a boat.
I wanna buy a.
Fat Laces is like, which tag team has the best chances to beat Paige and Omega over on AEW?
The Revival, or whatever they call it, the FTR.
If they're not broken. Remember, they left last
he did
week
hurt his knee.
He was broken.
Oh.
He was literally really broken. It wasn't like I hurt myself. It's I fucking hurt myself.
Scarlett. Is that a contract?
I think so.
Looks like they're going to sign a contract. That means at NXT on the 22nd.
Either that or she's taking a lot of notes in her secretarial duties.
Yes. She's dressed like a very, very good secretary. That's how you want him to dress.
We've got The Fiend in the chat. Hey, The Fiend. Alexa Bliss is my sister Abigail. Yeah, that sounds like a good thing. Why not? Jacob Mejia says, when did you start watching wrestling?
I started watching wrestling when I was a little kid. She started on and off with me over the last 9 years.
Yeah. I usually just watched pay-per-views with him since we've been together, but now basically I watch it every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and pay-per-views on the weekends for the last year. We've been
doing it for a year now, so it's been a year and a week.
Evil Bot's like, did you guys see what happened to Bayley versus Asuka on Raw and Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens in the main event on Raw?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we totally did
Rick
watch
get
that.
Soccer
We
style
saw
kicked in the
that
head.
Asuka beat Bayley and that Randy Orton beat Kevin Owens and then beat the crap out of Ric Flair while he was at it. Ah!
Now, will Bayley lose twice in a row?
I don't know.
Is she going to lose to the winner of the Battle Royal on
Maybe.
SmackDown? That'd be interesting if she lost back-to-back matches.
It would be.
It'd be a very low point in her life.
Yeah.
But what they could do is have her lose, let Sasha win, and then those two could wrestle each other still down the road for a title.
Right.
Although we don't want Bayley as a Raw champion now.
Blech.
Oh, we have Bayley lovers in there, though.
I know. We have lots of people who like Bayley, which is cool. I'm glad that she has lots of fans out there, which is awesome. Vindicator's like, LOL at Cross with a no-look contract signing. He doesn't have to look.
It was awesome. He was just like...
Because she looked at it.
And then he poisoned his eyes.
Nice. He spit on him?
I don't know exactly what happened. They slid the contract back in there for him to sign it. When he opened it got him.
Ew. That's cool.
And now they've got
acid in his face.
A whole bunch of officials for some reason, like they're medical techs.
Yeah, they're medical techs and referees.
I feel like there would just be more in the way.
There's 4 referees and like
the
all
doctor's
the medical
behind
people.
him.
And the doctor is like, oh my gosh, can you guys go away so I can do my job? And they're like, no, we have to be all up in here.
All right. Well, anyways, back on AEW, there's an actual match going on. Not just eye poisoning. Stu tags in Evil Uno. Got a Jackson in there. I'm not sure exactly which one. I never know.
That's Jackson.
Nick over the top. Sure gets out of it. Stu jumps him. It's a double jump. It's playing leapfrog out there.
Lisa's is like, were you a Monday Night Raw or WCW Nitro fan?
I was a Nitro fan. I'll admit it.
Yeah.
100%. I actually stopped watching WWE or WWF at the time for a couple of years.
Yeah.
At that time. Because I was like, it's just not as good. I didn't like any of their champions. At the time, that was me. I was in high school, I think, when that was happening. So I wasn't watching wrestling every Monday night anyways.
Right.
Football practices and other
Life's
things. But when I did watch, it was Nitro.
Interesting.
And plus, the Nitro traveled on this side of the United States, where WWE did not. They like to stay on the East Coast. And where I'm kind of by Salt Lake City, we would go down to Salt Lake and actually watch them live.
Right.
And that always made it funner also. 2 and 3. He got him. Evil Uno got pinned. Look at the Jacksons.
Even with just one of them being in there, huh?
I don't even know where the other Jackson is.
Well, that's what it was. It was 2-on-1 because they were keeping the other one up there. 3 guys went up there to make sure that Nick couldn't come down. And so Matt got Evil Uno. So Matt made the pin.
He got the pin. He got the
on
win.
the Dark Order. Woo! Oops.
And it was just a fluke roll up.
It was.
Evil Uno.
He had to put all of his weight into it.
Just
right
a
there.
little overweight. If Evil Uno was in a little bit better shape, I think he would have kicked out.
That's not what I was saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
His belly was so big that when Jackson got him over,
he couldn't get out of
his
it.
belly was stuck.
That's funny. Jacob is like, what's the worst faction, and is Bayley in the Battle Royal or the #1 contender? I don't know.
Bayley isn't going to be in the Royal or in the Battle Royal. She's the champion.
Right.
The winner wrestles her.
Right. Vindicator says, I noticed both Cross and the Fiend seem to enjoy red lighting. Interesting.
Nina, speak when spoken to. We've been over this.
That's nice. She's supposed to smile a lot, too.
Smile and don't speak unless spoken to.
True that.
2 of the best rules ever written.
True that.
Stay out of my shot. He just pushed this guy.
That's funny. What a little Richard he is. Did you get his first part of his question? What's the worst faction?
Oh, right now or ever? There's some pretty bad ones. I wouldn't even remember because they were so terrible.
Walter's like, AEW wrestlers, please social distance out there, right? It looks like I think Bayley will lose, but only if Rhea Ripley wins the Royal, or if Bliss somehow gets in the Royal and wins, she will then destroy Bayley if they put her into it, right?
That would be awesome.
Right?
I don't know if they're ready for that stage of her development if she's turning slowly into Abigail.
Right.
That they're going to just put a title on her the next week, right?
And are they really turning her into Abigail? Because, the last week
she could just be possessed.
It was just that Braun was like, oh, you're just trying to use my feelings, and that's not going to work because I don't even give a shit about her.
Right, but he went to put her in the mandible claw, and she stopped him, and he went with it.
Right, true.
Which means that she has power over him. Whether it's Abigail or not.
True.
She's still dark.
Right. EvilBot says, Randy Orton is a bitch. He betrayed Ric Flair. Sure did. Walter's like, delete
killer.
that. Do trivia on Friday. SmackDown. I will. I will be doing trivia on Friday. Walter's like, yes, the Young Bucks won. And we've got Tyler in the chat. Hey, Tyler. Says, hey, guys. How are you both doing?
Hey, Ty.
Fantastic.
So, I'm wondering, and I'm just throwing this out there if you guys have already heard it. This is just something I'm thinking myself. I haven't read this anywhere or anything. But obviously, Rick just got written off
Yeah.
of WWE TV. The rest of the Four Horsemen are over on AEW.
Ah.
Is Rick going to show up over on AEW? And if he does, what does it mean?
Right.
Like, what are they trying to do? Obviously, those three old guys aren't going to have a match.
Well, no.
But all of a sudden, it puts the Four Horsemen together. I'm pretty sure Ole Anderson's passed away. Lex Luger was one, but he's in pretty bad shape. I think he's in a wheelchair. And I don't know where Bray's uncle is, Barry Windham. Mm-hmm. But Barry Windham, those are the kind of your main horsemen in the 80s. They did switch, and I mean, they had Chris Benoit in there for a while. They had Dean Malenko in there for a while. There's probably a shit ton of other ones in there, kind of towards the late 90s.
Yeah.
But your original four was Tully Blanchard, Iron Anderson, Ole Anderson, and Ric Flair. With J.J. Dillon as their manager.
Nice. Anyways, Tyler also was saying only 10 more months until me and Casey Rose get married. Yeet. Wow, well, congratulations. Only 10 months away, huh?
She Mandy's sister, cousin?
Walter's,
any relation?
Right. Walter's like, boo, MJF. Evil Boss says, who thinks Bayley will lose the SmackDown Women's Championship at SummerSlam on August 23rd?
That's what we were just discussing. It really is going to depend on who's in this Battle Royal on Friday. Mm-hmm. I got to see who's going to win that. If it's like Shayna Baszler or something, I don't know.
Right?
But I figure what'll happen is Asuka wins that against Sasha, and then Baszler gets involved then, and then that beats up Asuka pretty good. Or Asuka could lose because of Baszler, and then that could happen at Payback.
Right.
But without a title on the line. But, I mean, do people really want to see the women's matches when there's not titles on the line? I feel like the women's matches are becoming weird.
Right.
Like, they're not doing a lot of storylines without titles. Although it looks like Mickie James has got one coming a little bit. Mm-hmm. Next week when Natalia.
Yeah, I don't know. Fat Lisa says, drove through Moab while I was stationed in Fort Lewis, Washington from 2006 to 2008. Wow.
Moab is so pretty.
Mm-hmm. Chief Warriors, like, the worst faction in WWE history was the League of Nations. Vindicator says MJF is about to bring some comedy gold.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
Walter's like, Taz doing commentating on AEW. Walter's going with Orange Cassidy for the win.
Drake Maverick off the top on Killian.
Yeah.
Killian.
Jacob says, I thought she was defending the title in a battle royal because someone said that in...
No, it looks like the Battle Royal is going to happen, and then the winner of the Battle Royal wrestles her at SummerSlam.
Yeah, so the Battle Royal is to get somebody who's going to try to get
basically a number one contender. Yeah. And it's tri-branded, so it's NXT, and
this is Raw and SmackDown girls. Vindicator says Orange Cassidy gets $7,000 just for wrestling or beating Jericho. That's America for you. Well, you got to get paid to work. Chief says, because did WWE sign Abyss like 2 years ago? Well, there's like Omega and Hangman Page.
Oh, God. Who's all coming down? He's getting jacked.
Poor Drake Maverick.
This is the Undisputed Era.
The Undisputed Era is beating him up. Chief says Ric Flair is not going to show up on AEW because Flair resigned about 3 months ago. And it looks like Flair did announce he is done with his contract in WWE for a while. Flair signed a short contract. OTS
I just don't know what it would mean.
It's over. Oh, so he did a short contract and it's over. So he's not there anymore. He's not technically under contract with WWE anymore.
Right, and whatever it's called, the non-compete clause wouldn't count for him.
No,
because
he's
not
old
going to
and
compete.
he doesn't do any stuff. Fat Lisa says the $7,000 obligation match reminds me of old school wrestling when Harley Race put a bounty on Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Vindicator says it
holy shit, that's a long time ago.
AEW is leaning on has-beens to drive ratings, but Rick would be that gig just to stroke his ego.
That was before the first Starrcade. The bounty that he's talking about.
Oh, wow.
That's like 1984 83. Like,
wow.
early in the year. Like, July of 83. Huh. I was 4. I just know my Starrcade history.
MJF just wants her to smile. Don't talk, just smile. Walter's like, AEW is beating WWE in ratings, I've heard. She looks like she's fake smiling. It's so creepy.
Watch these polls. They're unbelievable.
500% and Moxley is negative 1,000. Oh, Jesus.
The numbers do not lie.
Vindicator wants to know, are either of you guys Killian Dane fans?
I like his wife.
Right?
No, I don't mind Killian.
Yeah,
he looks like he's lost quite a bit of weight, too.
Has he lost some weight? I haven't seen him for a little bit.
He was a big guy. So. Him and his wife work out constantly.
Yeah.
And they're getting back down. Nikki was tiny. I don't know if I ever showed you pictures of Nikki.
Yeah, but we talked to Luke a little bit about that, and I guess she's had medical issues or something the last few years or something, so... Luke said Abyss is not with WWE. He was just on Impact a week ago. And Walter says tonight, Iron Anderson, Tully Blanchard, and Rock and Roll Express on AEW.
Yes,
that's right. The Rock and Roll Express
Rock
is
and Roll
on there
Express
tonight.
Is my favorite tag team of all time.
Evil Bot's like, who think is going to win the NXT Championship match at NXT TakeOver 30 between Karrion Kross and Keith Lee? I don't know.
I think they'll keep it on Lee.
Probably. But I don't know if Karrion Kross will really lose, though.
No, he'll lose. And then I'm assuming he'll go up to the main roster.
Oh.
But whoever loses that, I have a feeling's going over to Raw or SmackDown.
Right. Chief says, yes, I was a fan of him when he was with Sanity. They made a mistake with Sanity. They ruined that factor, so I think they are the worst. Okay. Jacob says, so if an NXT wrestler wins, for example, Raquel or Schultz,
yes,
might go to main roster, or they just have a chance to try to get the...
Well, they're going to go for the belt, but yeah.
Belt off of Bayley.
I would assume if they win and then win the belt, they'll be on the main roster.
They have a shark cookie cutter they were using on Watermelon. That was hilariously funny. I love it. Chelsea Jacob
They're moving his pedestal.
That, and then she said, do you think AEW will get Mike Chioda?
He's laying down. Oh, God.
What?
I wonder if he just does this in his room at night. Just lays down on the bed and just starts talking.
Maybe. I don't know.
He's pretty damn good at it. He's got to practice.
I guess. Let's see. Fat Lisa says, what are your thoughts on Pat McAfee, Adam Cole rivalry?
I'm glad they're going somewhere with that after watching the interview. I don't know if you watched the actual interview where Cole had a meltdown on the McAfee show. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad that Triple H got in there and was on there like the next day on the show talking to him, and they got everything worked out. And I love what they're doing with it. And with McAfee with the big soccer kick in the head. Was that last Wednesday when he kicked Cole in the head?
I think so. So the funny part about him laying down like that is the camera angles aren't very nice because they look up his nose.
Oh, you don't like his nose?
I didn't say anything. I don't like his nose. I'm just saying
he's better than
that
you,
the camera angle looks up his nose. So you'd think he really would want to be on the ground with his nose being looked at.
He doesn't have a booger in it.
He might, for all we know.
Look, everybody knows better.
We deserve better.
We deserve better.
Chief's like, it's because they have Raw Underground, which is shit in my opinion. Fat Lisa says, yes, my dad rented me videos of Night of the Skywalkers and some old WWF home videos when I was 7. Nice.
The Night of the Skywalkers, man. That was such great. So it's scaffolding. So picture like you'd paint a house with. Like 20 feet up in the air.
Wow.
No rails. And they're fighting on it. It's sick. Like, it's so awesome. Freaking Jim Cornette was hanging off of the bottom of it, and he was going to, let go. He let go and just busted like a compound fracture in his leg.
Oh.
Oh. You're like, I don't like your stories.
Oh, I was trying
you.
to find out where he was. Oh, he got it. He sent his goons up the stairs because he usually comes out the stairs.
Yeah.
But he came out from the back.
He actually came out to where he's supposed to.
Which he normally doesn't do.
Oh. It's not dirty deeds anymore. I don't know what they call that now. So is Jon Moxley not like the competition? Is that what this is about?
I guess he doesn't like his ratings.
Is he upset because he's a negative 1,000?
I think so. I think that's what he's really upset about. He seems like he's probably going to go back and cry.
Obviously kidding.
Vindicator says, yeah, Sanity was good for the RU it had. The
Sanity lasted like, well, in NXT it was good, but when it came
run
up on
it had, but
Yeah.
they need to push Killian just like they push Nikki. She is not muscular, though, by the way. No, she's not. She's
No,
fluffy.
she wasn't. She's just a little fluffier.
She's fluffy muscle. She's a fluffy muscler. Doesn't mean she ain't strong. Chief says, do you think Titus O'Neil will be the next WWE talent let go? I didn't even know that.
He's an ambassador. He's staying. He's kind of like the Big Show.
I was going to say, wow.
They use him as an ambassador. If you guys don't know what an ambassador is, it's somebody that just talks for the company, gives speeches throughout the country. So he's constantly promoting the company.
Right.
Oh, he might have hurt his neck.
Yeah.
Just a brutal attack. He says he can't get up.
Oh, he was abused. Now he's done.
That right there. That was so brutal last week.
He was like, I wasn't ready for it.
Oh yeah, he split him grossly open.
Where's the stitches?
Ugh. If you're squeamish, look away. 13.
13. That's a good number. That's a fucking good number.
That was... I'm alive. It's a great attitude.
I'm alive. This Vindicator was like, Moxley is here, and he's like, MJF reminds me of those WWF Mean Street Posse guys who ran with Shane McMahon.
Right? Almost like the cheerleaders. The hell was the cheerleader group called? They wore the green and the white. I'm going to be here to kick Sammy's weird little ass.
He has a big Band-Aid on his forehead.
Well, he should have a Band-Aid. It's like my daughter. She cut her finger cutting my hair. She cut a huge chunk out of it.
So, you guys got to realize, I bought some, like, professional hair cutting scissors off Amazon, and I warned him, like, 10 times, those scissors are extremely sharp. Be very careful.
He's smashing his head into the garage door.
He's just attacking people that aren't even him.
Well, he thought it was
it was Sammy Guevara, and he's like...
It was a look-alike. It was a referee, though.
Yeah, it was a referee. Anyways, and so I told him, I was like, if you have your daughter cut your hair, you let her know those scissors are very, very sharp. And I mean, like, sharp, sharp. Not like, oh, they're scissors sharp. No, they're fucking, like, they will cut a chunk of your freaking finger out of your flesh out of you. And that's what happened. She cut a piece of flesh out of her finger.
Yeah, it was grody.
And I'm like, yeah, I warned you guys that those were very sharp. I wasn't kidding when I said they were sharp. Not like, don't run with scissors sharp. I mean, like, yeah, don't ever run with these scissors sharp. It was hilarious. Looks like MJF is nowhere near the level of Miz. As Chief said, MJF reminds me of the AEW version of the Miz. He acts just like him and is basically the same gimmick, but MJF does it better.
Different. That would be I mean, obviously we can't see it right now, and I don't see The Miz going anywhere.
Right.
But that would be some fun promos.
Could you imagine those two duking it out on the freaking bike? I mean, MJF has his thing, and he's good at it, but I have to go with what Luke says. And it's not because I'm a fan of The Miz. I am a fan of The Miz, and I like The Miz. But The Miz is just a little different when it comes to being on the mic. If you give him a run, it's almost like letting The Rock have the mic. It's a different level of insulting. MJF tries to bring a lot of intelligence into his stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, if you ever listen to him talk, he tries to be very, I'm a dictionary and look at all the words I know kind of thing. Which I'm not saying that's bad by any means. It's funny. And he does a good job. But The Miz and those guys are just... Yeah, it's just different.
I wouldn't even, mind to see Chris Jericho go with him, because him and Chris Jericho would have some good stuff to say too.
Right.
Because Jericho's funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He does say some pretty funny crap. And then we've got Zoe in the chat. Hey Zoe, saying Mox is here. MJF, turn around. Right? He was there. Vindicator's like, I love that phrase, fluffy muscular, greatest oxymoron ever.
Fluffy muscular.
It's true, though. So the reason why I say that is because you see these guys, and Keith Lee is a perfect example. Big guy, kind of fat, but he's fucking strong as shit.
Fluffy.
So he's fluffy muscular. I've always called Samoa guys are a lot like that. Travis worked out with him at gyms. He knows exactly what they're like. They look like they have no muscle, but those guys can fucking bench press like 500 pounds, and you're just like, holy shit. I mean, come on now. That's, fluffy muscular. Just because everybody doesn't have muscle showing doesn't mean they ain't strong. Muscles don't always equal strong.
Yeah, look at Chris Jericho. Just kidding.
He's old.
Don't look at Chris Jericho. That's a joke. They got commercials on both sides.
Yes, but they do not on Shark Week.
Yeah, but we don't know what's happening.
That guy's talking. He's like, doodle-la, doodle-la, blah, 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 sharks, blah, blah, sharks.
He's that guy just woke up.
Oh, we're going to go out in the dark and do some sharks. It looks so fake as shit. Look at that. That looks like they're in a bathtub. But they're not. It's not a bathtub.
It's the ocean.
It is the ocean, but it doesn't look real.
All right, well, we're back.
Vindicator says, cheerleader group was the Spirit Squad. What a
Spirit
joke
Squad.
of a group. Chief says, SmackDown is having machinery Miz. Always talking about tag teams and stuff like that. Yeah. The reason why AEW has such a great tag team stuff is because they give a shit about their tag team.
Yeah, Vince doesn't care about tag teams.
They said that from the beginning, that they were going to have a lot of tag team stuff, and it was all about tag teams and so on and so forth and whatnot. So, and WWE just doesn't really
care.
I mean, some of them, when they're together, it's kind of crazy that they've stayed together as long as they have, but yeah. Anyways, Luke says, The Miz has held his own on the mic against The Rock and Cena, and that's hard to do. That's what I mean. Like, The Miz is just a different anomaly.
Those two literally had free reign, too. Him and Cena, when they went after each other.
Yeah.
Remember the whole Miz and his wife, Maurice, and Nikki and John Cena feud they had? Yeah. They had they could do whatever they wanted.
Yep.
But John... Maurice.
Right.
So I didn't even know Maurice had boobs until I seen that. I was like, how did they make her boobs look so big? Because they were bigger than Nikki. Boobs. Oh, yeah, she has big boobs. I did not realize it until that, because she was in Nikki's little outfits.
Fat Laces is saying something about Chief Warrior. I'm not why they couldn't have put Jey Uso with Big E or even Jeff Hardy. It could last over the summer when guys are off TV.
Yeah, they got people hurt. They don't want to
had a couple people put together and stuff like that, give them something to do and everything.
They just don't. They don't care enough.
But I mean, and that's the problem, is that they get into be a tag team for so long, and then there's no way they could be an individual wrestler.
The other thing is you've got the New Day, right?
Yeah.
And so two of them are out, and so Big E can go solo for 6 weeks. Kofi said he's going to be gone for 6 weeks.
Yeah, but
it's been 3.
He hasn't done shit, and he doesn't
had one
want
match.
to. Yeah, and he doesn't want to do anything.
It's like, what the hell? I thought he was going to go on this big run.
So that's
Scorpio
cool.
Sky.
That guy's talking about how bull sharks work together like a pack of wolves. That's kind of interesting. Sorry.
Hybrid. Yeah, let's not talk shark facts.
Shark facts are cool. Shark Week
Yeah,
is
as long as they relate to wrestling. Cody, the American Nightmare.
They do, because the Dark Order is a wolf pack.
Yeah.
They're like bull sharks.
There you go.
Anyways, we got Amos in the chat. Hey, Amos, how's it going tonight?
He was laughing, but he tried to get all serious.
Vindicator's like, I want to see fluffy, muscular people, male or female, girl, oppressed Nia Jax.
The Prince of Pro Wrestling.
The Prince of Pro Wrestling.
Obviously, the announcer just has fun with Cody, because Cody never knows what he's going to say, and then he's always laughing at the end of it.
Fat Lisa says, so Brandi Rhodes is shamelessly plugging her toy again, hanging on her belt loop, LOL.
Oh, jeez.
What?
Yeah, and Allie doesn't have one, and they make sure Allie knows it, too. Especially on the Dark, AEW Dark.
Oh, you're talking about, like...
Her figure. Her figurine.
What do you call this? They're not dolls.
Action figure.
They're action figures. Her little action figure.
It's not her toy, you guys. That's in the privacy of her own home.
Is like, did you guys see what happened to Ric Flair? We did.
We did.
We did. We watched the whole
Heartbreaking.
thing. And we have Cody Rhodes in her chat. That's all like, that's me. Yeah. Why are you in our chat right now? Shouldn't you be wrestling?
Maybe this is recorded. Who's going to win, Cody?
Do you win?
I need to call Vegas real quick. All right, I'm trying to watch both, and so it's not working for me. There's a beatdown over on NXT. Cody missed with the crossbody. Scorpio Sky. A little quicker, I think, than Cody.
That guy.
Yeah, it's
the 205 winner
dude
or whatever, cruiserweight winner.
He kidnapped the one guy. Remember? Last Wednesday, he kidnapped somebody.
Oh, yeah, he did. He kidnapped him.
Look at that. Scorpio's trying to open the ropes for Cody. And then he walked away when Cody got up there to walk through the ropes.
Oh, disrespectful.
Very disrespectful.
Ooh, what a jerk. He's like, I'm so cool, look at me.
Cody the better athlete here. Scorpio a little bit quicker. Who has the power advantage? Scorpio probably, maybe?
Oh my gosh, Amos, what they said, I almost thought they said chocolate Flair, but it says, Amos says, I hope Charlotte Flair attacks Randy Orton. And I'm like, who the hell is chocolate Flair? Oh, that's funny. Looks like, Chief, your theories are ridiculous. If you're going to spout nonsense, at least try to get half-ass proof to back them. I may be wrong half the time, but I always try to find stuff to support me. Right? You always will find stuff to support at least part of your opinion.
Look at that. Now Cody's trying to open the ropes. Scorpio just walked by. He's like, I don't want none of that.
He's like, no, I don't like you.
Too much respect here.
You're a jerk face. So, I don't know if anybody else saw this information, but I guess Rhea Ripley broke her nose during that match with Dakota Kai. Guess her nose got
Didn't you tell me that on the middle of the night? I was sound asleep and you're like, she broke her nose. I'm like, I think I dreamt it.
Yeah, I told you.
Oh, both of them over the top, spills out onto the floor. Ew. Cody jumps up first.
Mandy Rose in our chats calling out Cody Rhodes, saying he's a fake Cody Rhodes. It's not real. You're not real.
You ain't real.
As Vindicator says, Cody has clones on the interwebs.
All over. Lots of Cody fans.
Vindicator wants
the Prince
Dakota
of Pro
Kai to
Wrestling.
be the next NXT champion.
Look at that. They both roll. And it could happen. Now, is Dakota or Io Shirai going to be in the Battle Royal on Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Could it be Io 2 belts?
Io Shirai? Nah.
Yeah. Why not? Why can't she win 2 belts?
I don't know. Why can't she win 2 belts?
Because they wouldn't do that. But it'd be fun. Are they going to do, like, LSD?
I have no idea. I thought we were watching wrestling. I think Scorpio, whatever his face is, Scorpio Sky, is that his name?
Yeah.
No.
That's Scorpio.
He's like, my kidneys hurt.
He's got kicked in the back.
He's like, somebody kick me.
I need some prune juice.
That's funny.
Cranberry juice, that's what it's called, not prune juice. Prune juice for pooping.
Chief's seen something about, did you hear AJ Styles wants to wrestle in NXT? No.
No, I haven't heard anything about that. I don't know why he couldn't. I'm sure if he wanted to, all he'd have to do is talk to Triple H. They could get it done within a week.
Right. Fat Lisa says, Ric Flair did love the ladies. Ha ha ha. Chief's laughing about the chocolate thing.
Could have had a chocolate lady.
Dakota outfit in that promo piece was badass. Love that pink beanie. Nice.
Yes. Because pink is my favorite color.
And Luke's asking Chief where he heard that about AJ, and Chief's like, about a week ago. And then Luke's like, I asked where, not when. Right? Like, where's your motherfucking source? List your sources, bitches.
Boom! Switch.
List your sources. Bum, bum, bum.
I usually don't have sources. I just spout shit out my ass.
You spout crap out your ass?
But it's like 30 plus years of experience.
Of just talking out of your butt?
Right. I mean, I might hit on like 3 of the 10.
Once you know how to talk bullshit, you don't ever stop talking.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the predictions that I give for wrestling.
Oh, and then they turn out right and it's creepy.
Like, the second that Randy grabbed the mic...
shit all the time. It's just history repeating itself over and over.
The second Randy grabbed the mic after that match, I knew Flair was getting kicked in the head.
Well, did you know he was going to get elbowed in the nads first?
No, I didn't know how he was going to get him on the ground.
Oh.
Because I knew he wouldn't push him or hit him to go down.
Well, he kind of hit him.
Well, that... Yeah, but...
And then he helped him down.
Yes.
And laid him down like a baby. And then petted his head like a baby.
And then kicked him in the dark.
In the dark, nobody saw it. So we don't really know if it really happened. I'm just kidding. I don't. I'm just teasing.
I can bet it didn't. But I can bet that they want you to believe that it did. Legend killer.
Luke, I don't think he's going to tell you where he heard that from. Ma says, I hope Charlotte will attack Randy for what he did to her father.
It would be strange if she did. And who's her backup?
I don't know.
Andrade? It's not going to work.
For Vindicator's like, Shirai 2 belts doesn't have the same ring as Bailey Dose straps.
Right. Or Becky 2 belts.
Becky 2 belts.
What's Sasha's?
Doesn't
Sasha have one too?
I have no idea.
Boss. 2 belt. Boss.
I have no.
Double belts? I don't know.
I don't know. Vindicator's like, sometimes the best news can come straight from the ass. Right? That's true. Very true.
Better out than in, I always say.
Talking about poor Dominic. Looks like I only asked because AJ did an interview 3 days ago, was asked if he wanted to end his career on WWE main roster or anywhere else. And he said he is going to end career on the main roster, right? So why would he go to NXT?
Cool. NXT isn't... I don't know what they're doing with NXT. Is it equal or is it still developmental?
I don't know.
If it's equal, then that's still the main roster,
they don't
and
know.
Then it doesn't matter.
I don't think they have an answer for that.
And maybe he just wants to wrestle somebody that's over there. I know Kevin Owens wants to wrestle there. I've heard that twice. That Kevin Owens wants to wrestle in NXT.
It's a baby shark. Oh, like I'm giving a yes.
Don't say
little
that
tiny
word
shark.
ever again.
Oh, he's a baby hammerhead. Oh, he's cute. Sorry.
It's my least favorite wrestler in all of wrestling.
Oh, you don't love me a yam? This girl's like, ugh, it's her.
She looks like my old neighbor.
The one with the weird face. Like she's making like the weird mean face.
She looks just like Jessica Sanchez. Do you remember Jessica Sanchez?
Jessica! No. I mean, the name sounds familiar, but I don't remember the person.
She was in our grade.
Wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know all those people. Hamasa says,
hip
when
toss.
is Roman Reigns going to come back to WWE? I don't know, whenever he feels like it.
I don't know what he's doing. I mean, obviously he's got a immune disorder, so he's probably not going to be around people for a while. Did you see that cutter? Off the top,
Ouch.
over the top, down.
And Roman Reigns has 2 new babies at home, so I'm pretty sure he wants to keep them safe also.
Babies are safe just by being alive. There's like
the
5 people
like,
under 18.
My girl, Indy Hartwell, who is what's in there right now, the one that has the face, is wrestling tonight versus my other girl, Mia Yim. Vindicator's a Mia Yim fan, huh?
I just have one bad experience with her. I should probably open back up.
I don't know. From what I've seen, it's
SummerSlam
just
last
not that
year,
good.
that NXT takeover right before SummerSlam last year, her, Shayna Baszler, worst match I've ever seen. Hands down.
Those 2 girls right now that he likes aren't doing a very good job so far that I've seen.
Yeah, but they're at least moving.
Yeah.
Do you remember that match with Shayna? They didn't move.
It was dumb.
It was like, hey, go up on that rope right there.
Okay, well, give me 5 minutes.
Okay, hold on a second.
Okay, can you wait right there?
Okay, now I'm going to walk over to you.
Okay, let me put my hair over here. Hold on.
Like, I have no idea what was happening in that match and why it was like that, but it... 1, 2, and... Oh, Cody almost got pinned. Wow.
Luke is like, baby shark, do-do-do-do.
Yeah, that's
baby
it.
Shark, do-do-do.
That's what we needed.
Shark.
Now, and then you had to sing it. I had nothing else to do all that. There's the crossroads. No, he kicked out.
Moss is like, hey, Fiend, where are you? Gonna lose, you hear me? Ha ha ha, run. Chief's like, Roman will come back at Rumble. Doubtful. Fat Laces is like, Mia Yim looks like she would shoplift
Why would you...
Four Loco when nobody is looking. She'd probably do it when people are looking.
Why would you say he wouldn't come back for the Royal Rumble? That's in January.
Roman will come back at Rumble. And I said doubtful.
Why?
That's
a long time.
Yeah, but I just don't think it's going to happen.
5 months from now.
Yeah, so...
So you just don't think he's wrestling again?
Well, according to what I've heard, Unicorn Sprinkles is never going away, so why would he come back?
1, 2, and... Oh, so close. Cody kicks out.
Janelle says, who do you think the people are in Retribution?
Djokovic. Chelsea Green, maybe.
Sucking on that fish?
I have no idea. Besides those 2.
Looks like he's like...
And I don't even know if those 2 are really in it. I'm just making that up. There's a crossroads. That time he's got it. 1, 2, and 3. He tried to kick out of instinct.
Oh, that's funny.
Did you see the kick out? Is that what you're funnying about?
No. I was laughing about the hammerhead shark trying to eat that fish. He really needs hands. He can't get it in his mouth.
There's a sleeper hold locked in over on NXT. Mia Yim's going to sleep. Oh, no, she broke it.
She broke it and then put her
Put
other
her in
arm on her.
a chin lock, yeah.
Walter's like, go Cody, win. He did. He kept his title. Amos says, Drew McIntyre will retain the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Possibly. Chief says, if I like the flu and yet people don't panic about the Ebola, and that was worse, so here are people panicking about unicorn sprinkles.
Let's not get into
Don't care. Walter's like, Mike
I understand where you're coming from,
AEW.
but it's best not to bring up that stuff. It's very political, too.
Uh-huh.
That it's not even worth talking about.
Oh, it's written by the Winners.
Who's this? Why does he have the belt?
What?
Why does he have the belt?
Why does he have a copy? The weirdo.
Is that next week where they're switching it? It is, huh?
Yeah.
So it's next Saturday. So we will not have a show next Wednesday for AEW.
Oh.
We're just doing NXT. It'll be our first time ever just doing NXT.
Walter's like, okay, at 9 p.m. I'm going. Luke said none of the Retribution people look tall enough to be Djokovic, right? Like,
well,
they're all really short.
I thought the one was bigger.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe, but not really.
Yeah, but they all do look short.
They're all tiny.
They're all Mustafa Ali clones.
Possibly.
I'm just teasing.
Right. Janelle says, one of my best friends that I've known for many years got diagnosed with leukemia, and he always wanted to be a wrestler, so now he thinks he can't be one no more. Why not?
It's tough training, but as long as he can get it over, and there's a high success rate with leukemia.
Yeah. And, I mean, you know, Roman Reigns, even though I don't like Roman Reigns had leukemia when he was a teenager.
Yeah, like 19 or something.
He became a wrestler.
He became a football player.
Yes, he became a football player and played football and became a wrestler. And it was in remission for a long, long time. And, you know, a lot of different things can spike those. Stress can be a factor in that and everything for those to come back. But most of the time, leukemia will stay in remission for a long, long time. So unless it's a leukemia where they can't possibly get into remission, which most of the time they can, you know, he should go after his dream of becoming a wrestler. You just have to put in a little extra work. It'll probably be a lot more work than for just a regular person that doesn't have those issues, but
Jurassic Express.
Have faith that he can do it. Why not? You know, just because you have hurdles doesn't mean you can't jump them.
Is this for the titles? They going up against Paige and Omega?
They are going up against Paige and Omega, but I don't know if it's for the titles. I don't know if they really said.
They said the challengers.
Pepper McIntyre was like, you're damn right I will retain my title at SummerSlam. I'll see you next week. Alright, Vindicator says, Mia Yim has a great YouTube channel, by the way. You guys should check it out, and she won tonight.
Winning.
Brody Lee's over here telling us time's up. Well, there's like, oh, Saturday, AEW 22nd. That's cute.
It is, except for then there's an NXT takeover right after it.
Yeah.
So it goes boom, boom. So we'll literally be on TV from 6 o'clock Eastern till 11 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
But we'll do an AEW first and then NXT takeover.
Mm-hmm. Luke says Mia is also on Twitch and she's hilarious. Luke says, to be honest, the female Retribution member looks bigger than the rest. Right? Walter's like, Jurassic Express will win.
Oh, new tag team champions?
I guess. Fat Lisa says, what's your take on bigger guys selling to Marko Stunt? I think that's what that says. Selling.
I don't know. Usually he just gets his ass kicked against the bigger guys. Lance Archer just beat the dude to death. And then like a week before or a week after, he got beat up by another big guy. I can't remember who that guy even was. But for the most part, it's during the matches, and I think it works. Like during a match.
Uh-huh.
But if it's like a slobber knocker outside, it's not going to work.
Mm.
Usually he tries to run and get behind the Luchasaurus.
Right? Vindicator says, Damian Priest is cooler than a pillow that hasn't been slept on.
Oh, cooler than the other side of the pillow.
That hasn't been slept on. John L. says, do you think it's weird today to the Undisputed Era babyface and Pat McAfee is the heel in this situation?
Well, it's weird because Undisputed Era just came down and beat some people up.
Right, so they're not really nice.
They still got to be kind of heels.
They're kind of mean, right?
But yeah, I know what you're saying. It's like a heel has to be the nice guy in the because McAfee is the NFL player or whatever he is.
Right. Does all that stuff.
He's intruding on the wrestling grounds, the hallowed grounds.
Ooh, hallowed.
This isn't the gridiron.
Vindicator is like, you guys should drink plenty of coffee on that pay-per-view extravaganza day.
Right, and then we've got another early pay-per-view the next day. Because that one's always early.
Which one's that one?
SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah.
That's the big pay-per-view.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, 2 days in a row. Is that Superman?
I don't know. Moss is telling us, Sony, you're going to lose. Ha ha ha. Walter's like, Lacey Evans and CJ Perry, a.k.a. Lana, do YouTube stuff. Yes, they do. I haven't seen any of Lana's or CJ Perry, whatever her name is.
That's her name, yeah.
But she did get Rusev banned or something.
Yeah, but you can get banned really easy on Twitch for what you're swearing. She was just wearing a bathing suit. And I don't think it was a stringy number, but it could have been.
Right.
No one hurt probably was pretty stringy.
Vindicator's like, so who is a better wrestler between Lance Archer or Brian Cage?
Ugh. All things even, Archer's the better talker. Cage looks better. And then if you're talking about just in the ring, probably Cage with a slight advantage just because of his power.
Right.
And people are just going to be drawn to that size. If he was 6'4", he'd already been in WWE making $10 million a year. But I think he's only about 6 foot.
Right. Marcus Walker is in our chat. Hey, Marcus. It says, I heard rumors that Roman Reigns might be coming to AEW.
Yeah.
It's so funny about those rumors, you know. They're usually not
the rumors.
true. The gossip mill is fantastic. You can make up anything out there. Roman Reigns will probably never,
already just said Ric Flair's coming, WWE. So why not?
Yeah, but his is different. He's not a wrestler. He's older, and he doesn't have a contract with WWE anymore. Roman Reigns is younger, and I'm pretty sure his life is WWE. He's never going to be away from WWE.
Never say never.
I doubt it. I just don't think he will. I think he's going to be a John Cena. That's because
these guys aren't big enough yet. Wait.
That's a possibility, but I really highly doubt it.
Yeah, because in 1988, if you would have said Hogan's leaving in 5 years.
I'm just saying that I just don't see it.
Right.
And I don't see it because of, one, because of his health issues that he has. And two, he can't divert from what he is. He's a total John Cena. He can't be something else, ever. Like, he can't. He just can't do it.
He can't be the heel.
He can't. I don't think he can. He's so worried about what his fucking kids will think about him that he can't be that. And it's like, so you teach your kids that you're just playing a part like people in movies, and that's how it is. But instead, it's, oh no, my kids might think terrible about me. Ugh, seriously, that guy.
Bronson Reed.
Anyways, Walter's out for tonight saying, okay, bye guys, see you Friday for SmackDown.
Have a good night.
All right, see ya.
Jungle Boy Omega. Here we go. Best wrestler in the world against the Jungle Boy.
Right. Amma says, all we have to do was follow the damn train, CJ. Fat Lisa says, Undisputed Era are definitely tweeners. And Walter said, are you guys going to live for NXT TakeOver?
Yes. Absolutely.
And then Amma says, are you going to live stream for SummerSlam?
Yes.
We will. We'll be here.
So literally all next week we will be here. Every single day but Thursday and Tuesday.
Right. Luke's like, where in the blue hell are all of you getting your wrestling news? I'm busy wrestling a crap ton and no rumors of him going to AEW are out there. That's funny.
Kenny Omega, AJ Styles in a dark alley next Sunday.
It's happening. Unsolved
all right,
mysteries.
Kenny Omega. Got Jungle Boy in a headlock.
Luke says, he
Jungle
got
Boy
banned because she wore a bathing suit but did not swim. Twitch does not allow bathing suits for anything other than swimming. A girl got banned for wearing a suit to a bath. She had no power, so wanted to cool down. So basically what you need to do is
how do you have no power but you're on the internet?
And you get in your bathing suit and then you swim in your kiddie pool like you're swimming. Because you're at the pool.
I'm a swimmer.
And then it's okay. And make sure you wear a white swimming suit,
oh my God.
Well, they can't get rid of you.
Made out of 100% cotton.
in a pool swimming. Moss says, you heard they're going to add the female Shield. Interesting. John L. says, do you think Braun Strowman cares about Alexa Bliss, or do you think Braun Strowman is going to leave Alexa Bliss Bray Wyatt after Bray Wyatt wins at SummerSlam?
I have a feeling that Alexa would go with Braun. She'll turn on Bray and go with Braun.
Yeah.
That would be the twist. Or the Fiend, whoever you want to say she's with. But I don't see it happening instantly. But you never know with WWE. They'll play a whole story that could work out great if it went over a month, and they'll just tear it down in a week. And then the fans turn on them, and then they do the worst thing they can possibly do.
They try to bring it back. And try to fix it, but it's too late.
That's
and it
exactly
just
what
dumb.
happened when they put Bray against Seth.
Right?
Seth was the hottest thing in wrestling. He just beat Brock for the second time in a year.
And they should have left it and just been that way.
But instead
maybe
they put
have
the Fiend...
fights with the Fiend, but not for a title in any way whatsoever.
But
and have
anyways,
him get beat up by him, and then be like, okay, we're done.
Then they had the title match,
yeah.
And then he won-ish, I guess, because he hit him with a sledgehammer umpteen times. And then the fans threw a fit. And then they put the title on Bray. And I think it just changed the whole thing, where they had to bring in a guy, Goldberg, to take the title off of him. But then have Goldberg lose so easily to Braun to put the title on somebody else.
Right. Luke said she was streaming on her phone, Trav. LOL, duh. Travis forgets that they have phones.
I just didn't think that your network could have enough gigabits or whatever to stream.
Yeah, they have enough data to do it. Some people do. Some people have unlimited data.
Well, I know, but you think that it would throttle down doing that.
Maybe,
and
but...
you have to have like 3 to 5 gigabytes or whatever to upload.
Right. Well, I don't know. Vindicator says, Travis, were you a fan of Roddy Piper?
Yes. I loved Piper when I was a kid. He was such a crazy guy.
John L. says...
I just liked his accent, and he wore a skirt.
John L. says, at one point, Bayley was the John Cena. Everybody wants to see Roman Reigns heel. They've been complaining about it for so many years. Now is the time to do it.
You know, the Bayley thing, I think it failed miserably when they turned her heel, because it just didn't work.
Even to this day, her as a heel, it's just so dumb.
Her as a Bayley, I've gotten to the point where I don't even like her.
Right.
And I don't like that I don't like her. Oh, he just fell down.
Ouch.
Paige knocked freaking Jungle Boy down.
Well.
Oh, and then he got clothesline. He's all tied up in the ropes and down to the floor.
He couldn't get away.
He spills down to the floor, and then Paige on top of him.
Bayley is the heel of our kids still kind of like her. Yeah, kids still like her.
Yeah.
It looks like she's streaming on her phone. Moss says, damn. What? Well, I have to figure out what they're trying to say. Dream match? Randy Orton versus Charlotte Flair? Dream match. I miss the old Seth Rollins. Burn it down.
Burn it down.
Mr. JPEG says, what have I missed on the shows? Wrestling.
Just a bunch of good wrestling.
Lots of wrestling. And sharks.
Keith Lee got blinded by Karrion Kross with a booby trap in the contract signing. The Jurassic Express is wrestling Paige and Kenny Omega right now. Scorpio Sky went one-on-one with Cody for the television title. Cody ended up winning that after Crossroads. And then we had the Young Bucks starting out the show with the Dark Order, and the Young Bucks won that.
Yeah.
With a roll-up. Nobody likes roll-ups unless they're filled with fruit.
Roll-up, fruit roll-ups. Fruit roll-ups. Let's see. John L. says, I think Seth Rollins is going to lose to Dominic instead.
I just don't see how that could possibly
going to start going back babyface.
Who is? Seth?
Yeah.
Are you thinking that, or are you hoping that? I do not see them changing him to a babyface anytime soon.
Luke says, my unlimited data does not get throttle at all. There are plans that don't throttle.
Yeah. Well, that's the way to go.
Fat Lisa says, I came here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of gum. Roddy
there you
Piper.
go.
Marcus Walker says, do you think Big E might go back to his old theme?
Big E Langston? No.
I don't know. I don't think so. He still considers he's still part of the, the New Day and everything. So I highly doubt he's going to just go back to being Big E Langston.
No, he'll still be in the New Day. And then when they come back, like Xavier Woods should be back in the next, 4 months? I would assume he'll be back by the end of the year.
Right.
Kofi said he'd be back in 6 weeks, and that was 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Well, it'll be 3 weeks this Friday. And so Big E's got 4 weeks to prove himself. So if they're going to make a big match, they got to do it at SummerSlam for him.
True. Very true.
Wonder if Kofi's in Redemption. Maybe he left and started a little faction.
Kofi's in Retribution.
And then he'll attack Big E, and that'll be the divorce people have been waiting for. That's the celebrity divorce everybody's been wanting. Isn't it?
Yes.
I hear it all the time. Break up the New Day.
Right. Fat Lisa says, I notice AEW seems to have the faces win often, and the heels talk a big game but aren't over.
Yeah. They kind of go both ways. They're a little bit more character developed. I don't know how to explain what's happening over there. I think what it is they just don't bury anybody and the matches are exciting.
Right.
Very rarely do you have just weird squash matches. And so even when the smaller guys come out there, A.E. Marko Stunt, and wrestles Archer, he still has a little bit of offense. He doesn't just get beat. Where WWE, they do that and they bring in like a nobody from the crowd or like local talent from somewhere, and then they get beat up so bad that it lasted 10 seconds. And you kind of knew it was going to happen. But they'll also do that with their talent. Mm-hmm. Like Shorty G all of a sudden will just get beat up really bad. Right. Which we just seen. Right. And there's just no reason for that. I feel like they're trying to put everybody over in WWE, and they don't need to. Just make the matches exciting, and they'll get themselves over.
Right. And Chanel has a question. It says, I want you guys each to answer this. You can say yes or no. Do you guys think Sasha Banks and Bayley are having too much TV time? I hate them.
She said yes. I'd say they're having enough TV time. It's fine. I just don't like that they have the tag belts because it's like a stopgap. It's like a clog. I feel like there's no story going there. So the belts could be somewhere else and they could have really good storylines going right now with those tag belts. But the whole thing is about them having two belts. Yeah. So they can be like Becky, I guess.
They're like, we hate Becky but want to be like her.
But Becky had two championship belts, not tag team championship belts. It was like a totally different type of two belts.
Yeah. That's true.
But anyways, so I think they're on TV just enough. And especially for what's going on. Like, Asuka's on TV a whole bunch, too. Asuka's been there since day one when they went to tapings.
It's true.
So she's getting a lot of good time, but we don't hate her for it. But it's also they aren't putting every belt on top of her.
Right.
Even though they gave her a belt, which irritated me. But other than that, I think they're getting just enough TV time. I just wish they didn't have all the belts.
Well, they made up for it by giving it to Banks. So there you go.
Right now,
they gave it to her. They literally gave it to her. She didn't have to do shit for it.
She at least had a little bit of a match. Asuka didn't even have a little bit of a match. They called her down and gave her the belt.
Well, she didn't know. She thought she won Money in the Bank. She thought she was going to go fight for the belt.
I understand the storyline, and she probably didn't even know until she got in the ring in real life. I don't know what really happened. All I know is that she was given the belt, and so was Sasha.
Luke says, Janelle, I'll answer by saying that at this point, I would be happier if Bayley and Banks fell off a cliff. But only because I'm so tired of seeing them every night on every show and are not funny. Marcus says, what do you think Raw Underground with Shane McMahon?
I'm still open to see what's going to happen.
So far, it's dumb.
I'm trying to let it play out, but they're going to have to do something with it.
Something different, because what they're doing is just dumb as shit.
Well, they introduced the big guy, which I didn't even write his name down. I probably should have. But they have a really big guy, and obviously they're doing this to introduce him. That's the whole reason behind this. But it could turn into an animal on its own.
Damian Priest. He didn't even get a chance. That big guy just laid on top of him, and he couldn't get him off of him. Old thicky thick over there.
Call him thick.
Vindicator says a lot of talk about Bayley in this chat. I think they are doing it just to annoy Dalethea. Amasa, Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens in a rematch.
No.
Never.
Not for a while.
Just keep Shane as Shane. Leave Shane alone.
I want to see Shane as a face.
Right?
He's so much better as a face.
Looks like, but Asuka's funny and good. She is funny. She cracks me up.
I like Sasha. You could keep the microphones away from those two.
Oh my god, at least from Bayley.
Yeah, she's
like
terrible.
Sasha is so bad.
Over the top.
She doesn't annoy me as much, but oh my god, I never want to hear Bayley's voice ever again. I fucking can't stand her. I'm pretty sure people say that about mine. But you know what? Don't come to my channel and don't listen to me. I have to almost listen to her because I'm like, what's going on? Blah. More than half the time, I just take my ear thing out so I don't have to hear her anymore. I gotta give up. I think somebody earlier did ask about what happened to Jinder Mahal. Sorry I didn't get to that.
Sorry about that. Yeah, he hurt his knee. He had to get it. He didn't hurt it. He got it cleaned up. So yeah. he had a knee surgery.
But not like an extensive knee surgery. So not like I broke everything in my knee and had to have it redone.
Right. So he basically came back. There it is. Kenny Omega with the pin on Jungle Boy.
They're still the champ, so it was for the titles, huh? Omega
That's going to be a hard team
Jungle
to beat.
Boy.
It's going to be a very hard team to beat.
Mm-hmm.
Not a fan of the tag team, by the way. I want Kenny Omega to be a singles wrestler.
Right? You're like, I want him to go back to being a singles.
So a whole bunch of people, when AEW was first coming out, they were like, oh, I can't wait because it's different than WWE, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And they don't bury their guys, they, like I said earlier. But I feel like they're doing the exact same thing that WWE would be doing with Kenny Omega.
Oh my gosh, they're going through Trent and
best friends. They're going to put him in the
Chucky's
shower.
Stuff, and they're going to bleach it. They're bleaching their stuff.
Tie-dye.
I'm pretty sure this is called vandalism, guys.
Oh, but taking a bat or a hammer to a car isn't?
That's vandalism, too.
Sue's freaking wardrobe. It's probably Sue's backpack from last week.
What in the good Lord? Those guys really have some problems.
They have anger issues.
They really need to go to anger management classes or something.
But anyways, I feel like Kenny Omega is being treated the exact same way he would have been treated if he would have went to WWE. Put in a tag team after a while. Mm-hmm. But he would have probably had at least a couple title matches.
Yeah. Jenna says, but this is what I don't like about Sasha Banks having the title. She's going to lose it at SummerSlam because they don't want to see her hold the title for a long time. I just don't see that is the problem, really. I just don't see that it's because she has a title. I think they want Sasha Banks to have a title. It's just the fact that they have her being besties with Bayley, and I think Bayley pulls her down. I don't think Bayley lifts her character up. I don't think Bayley makes Sasha better.
They're frictioning it because they're going to collide. They've been hinting at it for a while.
I get it, yeah. Looks like people are getting so fed up with Bayley. There is a real petition going around trying to name Bayley Queen Karen LOL. It has 398,000 signatures. Oh my god, I guess I need to put my name on there.
Take it over the top. We're going to 4,000 or 400,000.
That's just seriously. That's funny. That's really funny. Indicator says Shirai said nobody knew who Dakota was before she attacked Tegan Nox. That's a nice cheap shot, but factually untrue. My girl Casey Costanzo is wrestling tonight. Nice.
Doing a lot of women's matches over there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think everybody knew who she was, Dakota Kai was, because Dakota Kai and Tegan Nox were friends and a team together for a long time. So
like Chucky T.
It wasn't like nobody knew who she was. You know, she just got fed up with being beside somebody and wanted to be alone by herself.
There's nothing on right now.
Yeah.
So a few minutes ago, they had the same commercial on and at the exact same time. It was pretty funny. Oh! The Butcher and the Blade.
It's gritty.
Gritty, ugly. Wait, they get a pick? Of course the Road Warriors are the greatest team ever.
Fat Lisa says, here's a question. Where do you think Tessa Blanchard will end up?
I think if she follows the money, it'll be WWE because they're really interested in her. But they want to make sure that she's done with her honeymoon. Yeah. But if she wants to help her career out, I think she'd go somewhere else.
Right. Janelle says, who would you want to win the Battle Royal on Friday on SmackDown?
The Royal?
Mm-hmm.
Rhea Ripley.
Right. Luke says, Casey was the first woman on Ninja Warrior to beat the warped wall obstacle and the first woman to make it to the Ninja Warrior semifinals.
That's because she weighs a buck. Well, maybe 97 pounds. She might weigh a buck. So when she was trying to climb the wall, they just put a fan under her.
He's talking about the Rock and Roll Express.
I can see them.
And he's like, you have the style that we use to this day. So he is talking about how they helped him.
When I see them, that's who I see. Is the Rock and Roll Express. That's why I like Nick and Matt. Mm-hmm. Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson. The Rock and Roll Express. You're damn right. That's the style that they remind me of. Mm-hmm. Is the Four Horsemen. Mm. Woo! 7.5 years. They've traveled the globe with his best friend. You're not my best friend, though.
Right? Nope.
These guys still wrestle. Or, well, they were wrestling earlier this year.
Yeah.
Tully and Iron, I don't even remember him being a tag team. I mean, they did team up, but I don't remember him being a tag team. Iron was with Ole. Tully was the television champion. He had his own belt. He was doing his own thing.
Starlight Glimmers in our chat saying, all right, Hall of Famers in the house.
Lots of them.
Yeah. Tag team appreciation.
Lots of it. He doesn't like smoke.
Nope.
What do you do?
He said
doo-doo doesn't leave a bad taste in his mouth, though. Just smoke.
That's gross. He said doo-doo.
He doesn't have the enthusiasm that he used to have when he's given his talks. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nick and Matt have something to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
Tully, the attitude.
Mm-mm.
Oh, shit. My daughter will come and kick your ass. Just kidding.
All y'all. All y'all.
That's the facts. That's the facts.
Yeah.
I like to hear Tully say it the way it is.
You or you aren't the champions. Oh, God. Oh. What?
There's Shawn Spears creeping his way down. Shawn Spears is going to take the title from Cody.
You think?
Absolutely. Tully Blanchard, that's what he was the television champion.
Oh, Lord, they beat him. He's like, fuck. And he can't do anything because he's got a knee problem.
Yeah, he just fell down and rolled around. Oh, he's taking that brace off. So what's up with the injury?
I have no idea. It almost looks like it's like not real. Like they're...
Shawn Spears is breaking it all up. But he's right.
He's right.
He can be a dick, but he's right. They just hit Ricky Morton.
I guess his,
They're gonna DDT.
Oh, God.
Pile driver. Oh, the Rock and Roll Express. His knee must not be too bad.
His knee's not bad at all.
That was playing possum.
Whacked it with it. They're like, we are the best.
Yeah, they just beat a tag team that's been around for 40 years. That type of experience doesn't get you very far.
It doesn't.
Oh, here comes your tag team titles. He's got a beer. He's got his whiskey.
He's got his whiskey. He's like, what the hell's
Got
going
my
on,
whiskey and sour here.
He's like, I was having my drink in the back. And you guys start shit out here. What the hell's going on?
For how slow this is, it's pretty exciting, but it's really hard to commentate.
Oh my god, it's more orange than it ever has been. Jesus
Oh yeah, he gets orange. It's magical Kool-Aid. Magical orange juice.
Does it smell?
He was a WWE referee.
Yeah.
Look at the jacket. It looks like it's got shoe polish on it.
Something. I don't know what the hell's going on with
Like
it.
our
but
car
it's
wax.
weird.
Like an orange car wax. Or some tanning.
Tanning?
You know, tanning stuff.
Yeah, it's tanning stuff. Oh, jeez.
Call him Kiki. So if somebody's called Mike, you call him Kiki.
I guess.
Mikey. My Kiki. Look at him. He's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Is this a threat?
Sammy with the cards.
Hey, Matt. It's all about Matt. What's wrong?
He's got a headache, probably.
You can't get me. Out of your head? That's funny.
Well, they stitched it in there. Oh, yeah, there's that UFC fight this weekend.
Yeah. Did you forget?
I did.
Vindicator says, so FTR will revive the AEW tag division. See what I did there?
Haha.
Fat Lisa says, fun fact, I met Ricky Morton at a Tasty Freeze like a Dairy Queen and Michael P.S. Hayes at a bowling alley during my teens. That's freaking awesome. John L. wants to know, when do you make sense? Wouldn't it make sense for Tessa Blanchard to go to AEW since her father works there?
That's what I was thinking, too.
Kind of, but not really, I guess. I don't know. Vindicator says, love Mercedes Martinez in interest attire. Vindicator LOL at Robert Stone earlier. Vindicator's like, Aaron Anderson should be a general manager, not being a part of second-rate promos.
Yeah.
We have Goth Fleshy in the chat. Let's see. Vindicator's like, for the record, I'm a grown-ass man, too. We have Adagio in the chat. What the actual fuck was that? Chief Warrior's like, Orange Juice Simpson. Zoe the Pirate, Kiki Mikey. Fat Lisa says, Sammy is getting some heavy heat lately.
Yeah, well, with the whole sexual stuff and now hitting Matt in the head with a steel chair.
Breaking his brain open.
Breaking it.
You need to relax. Too bad. Can't get me.
He's going to be behind him or something.
Not here. They'll whack him with a chair.
That'll be an all-out. That'll be an all-out match.
Yeah.
Shawn Spears taking the title from Cody.
Janelle says, what is your favorite SummerSlam match of all time?
I'm trying to remember. I got to make sure it was SummerSlam. And it might have been Bash at the Beach. Never mind. I don't have any that really stick out. Was it SummerSlam when Shane McMahon wrestled The Undertaker and he jumped off the cage, off the Hell in a Cell? Was that a SummerSlam match? Because if that was a SummerSlam match, then easily that one.
Well, I guess Rhea got tired of those bitches out there, so now she's down there.
Her nose doesn't look broken.
I don't think it was really broken.
She wants that Martinez. Boom, there's a big kick. Big Ripley going right after Martinez. Oh, look behind her. Chop block. Martinez pushes her own partner out of the way. That might just be enough offense where Ripley can't recover. Shida.
Hikaru Shida. Hikaru Shida. Hikaru Shida.
Heather Monroe. Shida. Look how tiny that belt is. They should have done it a little bit bigger.
Right.
Heather Monroe.
Making her AEW debut.
What in the hell is going on with their women's division is trash. I mean, how can you argue that? A girl that's never wrestled on their entire programming, not even in Dark, is making their debut wrestling their champion.
Vindicator says Undertaker versus Shane was a WrestleMania.
Oh, was that? Huh. I thought it was like a Royal Rumble or a SummerSlam. I didn't realize that was Mania. That's awesome. That was a great match. I'm sure I have like 30 memories, and I can't think of one of them. I get all my pay-per-views all tied together. I'd have to have a list to choose from.
Glenn Hunt's like wrestling ring toys, WWE SummerSlam. Cool. Luna is in the chat. Hey, Luna says, why I'm getting sleepy. I don't know.
AllEliteHeels.com. So it's their women's division movement thing.
Oh.
But like it's such a bad group of women that like this is terrible. Because
she's having her debut and
against the champion?
Well, she put out an open invitation for people just like Cody did.
Okay, perfect. So none of their main wrestlers want to wrestle for the title?
I thought they had some that did.
I'm talking about tonight.
Okay, maybe they didn't tonight. Or maybe this lady needed her debut.
Okay, and she couldn't go up against somebody else?
I guess not. I don't know. Fat Lisa says Britt Baker has been rolling. Too bad she's on the sidelines.
She'll be back by All Out.
Yeah.
Though, supposedly. So she better be better already if she's going to be ready to wrestle in 2 weeks.
Vindicator says Gargano is such a short, angry man. Not that much different than me. He is a short, angry man. A lot of those short people have a lot of anger in them.
5 feet of fury. We're not talking about Alexa
Bryan
Bliss.
versus Punk or John Cena versus Punk for my favorite SummerSlam
That
match.
would have been a huge upset. She just got a 2.5 count. She's going to tap right here.
John L.
All right,
says,
Heather Monroe taps out.
how long before we can see people are wrestling arenas again?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. We have Ayla in the chat, though. Hi,
There's
Ayla.
Ayla. She's alive.
And Luna's giving us the Z's. Well, geez, Luna, maybe you should have some coffee.
It's probably for us. Because I'm yawning.
Well, stop yawning.
Can't help it.
What's your problem,
it
dude?
got slow.
Jeez. My lord.
They're like, we're going to put the inaugural belt on Riho, so we need it tiny. But then all the other women that ever have it, they're going to have this tiny little thing.
Yeah, it's like, I miss Monday. Sorry, life is stupid right now. Vindicator says, we are angry because we want to be tall and fluffy muscular. Really?
Fluffy muscular, though.
Gotta have that fluffy muscular. Starlight's
Shit.
That won't happen until next year.
Why'd that
possibly.
guy bump into him? Jake's just talking. Don't mind me. Archer's just beating people up because he bumped into him.
They bumped into him?
Yeah, he bumped into him on accident as he was walking by.
Why on earth would they even be there?
Oh my God! He needs to start doing his DDP yoga again.
His major dad bod.
His $200 shirt.
Come on, man, that's a $200 shirt.
Big and little swole, huh? I try to watch that, but it's on Mondays, so I always forget that it's on.
All Out Part 1 next Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
What?
It's from last year.
No, that's last year's Part 1.
Yeah.
Oh, on YouTube next Wednesday?
That's what they're going to do to fill the time.
Oh.
When they should have
Because
been
they're going
on.
to do a special time of AEW on Saturday, August 22nd
Right.
at 6 p.m. Or immediately following the NBA playoffs, so we don't know for sure.
Oh, great.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't go too late, though, because we've got freaking NXT.
It's Saturday.
I know. Well, this next Saturday is a pay-per-view following it. Mm-hmm. That pay-per-view will start at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Vindicator's like, LOL at Jake the Snake Bear Belly. He is worse than Jericho. And Adagio's like, LOL, everybody dies. It's true, though. It's not a false statement.
Lance Archer needs an opponent that's worthy of him. Brian Cage?
Maybe.
Would that be too much too fast?
I don't think that either one of them wants to lose, so that might be a weird match.
Where the hell is freaking, what's his name? The Orc. What do they call him? Pac?
Maybe he couldn't come back over. Isn't
He's
he
stuck
like
in
from the
Europe.
UK?
Yeah. Like, sorry everybody. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm stuck. I
Sorry,
can't come
I'm in
over.
the UK.
There's nobody flying. Ayla's like, I've been dealing with the police for the past 3 days. My neighbor is a big fat Karen.
The police.
What'd you do? Why are the police involved? Like the neighbors, like
Air it out on the internet. Come on.
like the neighbor downstairs neighbors, or like
I'm
neighbors are like next door to you neighbors. Out of curiosity.
Judas Effect. That poor jacket. It's that magical.
It's up next.
Like, see, he spilt some on this last year. This was white.
Oh, I see.
It just gets oranger and oranger. That's it. Your main event. Again, Orange Cassidy.
Vindicator's like, Cage should give a beat down to MJF.
What? We don't want to see that. MJF's going for the title.
Who's been banned? Who's been banned from ringside?
Maybe the Best Friends?
Oh, yeah. Fat Laces is like, hey, it's Pockets. They're like, we need more commercial.
Well, yeah, they do. And they left us plenty of time for this match.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new Dynamite.
It's
so big. It's
Has
got to
to
air on a Saturday. At 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's a good way to put it, I guess. Vindicator says, Thatcher submission gimmick is stale now. NXT is surprisingly wasting him.
Yes. Face to face, NXT, McAfee, and Cole. Is that next week?
6-man tag match?
No,
next week
the
on
Cole.
USA, yeah.
The Cole stuff.
Oh, I don't know if that was on next week, but that 6-man team matches next week. The reigns won't fall unless a sacrifice is made. They need
second chance qualifying match. So all the losers get to wrestle each other from that triple threat. And then the winner of all the losers gets to wrestle again for a second chance.
So who's the question mark person? They don't know who that is?
Yeah, because we haven't had the third triple threat match yet. Or the fourth triple threat match yet. So we have to have a loser first. And if it's a triple threat match, isn't there 2 losers? Look at his face from the burn.
Oh, pepper spray. He had to go to the emergency. It's like, I like your butt. Yummy, your butt tastes good. Sorry.
Are you talking about the tiger?
I was watching the lion bite a wildebeest butt.
Butt biter, butt biter,
butt biter! It was like someone called the cops on her for a welfare check and they blamed me, so they in turn called cops on me, or CPS on me. They failed because I take care of my kids. They called Grandma a C word and threatened to beat her up. Grandma Sherry? What? So the cops came back over, so tomorrow is another day. What the fuck? And these are the neighbors that are supposed to be downstairs that are supposed to be leaving.
All together now. Didn't they get evicted?
Well, that's what I thought. But maybe they can't evict him with all that crap going on.
I know, and that's what I had told him before he put anybody even in there, by the way. I talked to him about this, for this happening, before he even interviewed people. Mm-hmm. I said...
You're better off waiting until the year's up.
Well, I said make sure that you do a complete background check on people. And then all of a sudden his wife just hurried and the first group of people that she found. The old lady would have been better. There was an old lady that wanted to live in there.
Yeah.
Tony, I haven't spent $7,000 on my wardrobe in my entire life. Like an accumulation.
Right. That person out in the audience is like, I can sing Judas.
Woo!
Those people better be family, because if they're not, then they need to be distancing themselves from each other.
Bob Cottle's watching at home. He's still around.
Huh.
Dang. 92 years old.
You're so quiet now.
Bob Cottle is fun to watch the early Starcades. If you get a chance, watch one of the early 1, 2, 3 of the Starcades, and you'll hear him talk. He's kind of just like out there. You're like, what the hell is he talking about? But anyways, that's Bob Cottle. That's who they're talking about.
They're like, he has no idea where he is.
He had a great voice, though.
It was like, either way, they have until the 8th of next month to get gone, and Jordan and I are trying to qualify for a loan to buy this house. Yeah, Sherry, and that's the people downstairs. Vindicator says WWE needs a Kushida versus Tozawa rivalry, right? Jonelle says, what is Tommaso Ciampa? Which part of Retribution when he was leading the group? Would you guys care for it?
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be fine.
Why would he lead the group, though? That's kind of an odd thing, right?
Cassidy with the offense over here. Jericho's in deep trouble.
Angry little shark.
Bam!
Did you see how angry that shark is?
I'm watching wrestling.
Oh my god.
Unless you're talking about where
shark
Cassidy
went after that guy and he's like freaking out and almost crying. That's funny.
He's the guy from that where they sing.
Yeah.
Pitch Perfect.
It's a little baby tiger shark. It's all like, ow, in your face. I'm sorry. Hey, look, it's what's his face? Velveteen Dreams over on NXT tonight.
He's
Damn.
Back. I guess all those inappropriate texts to minors wasn't real.
I guess not. Maybe they did their stuff and they're done. They're like, well,
they did their homework.
We did our investigation and
he's clean.
He's clean.
Although he's making out with a belt right now. He's obviously going to win this.
Disgusting. Right? Sure. That's it. It was like, nope. So the virus thing only works if they lived here before the pandemic started. If they moved in after or during the pandemic, it doesn't matter. They can be evicted. Well, that's a good thing. I'm glad they made that stipulation in there. Fat Lisa says, I wish Hager would feud with Archer or Cage.
Who?
Hager. Jake Hager would feud with Archer or Cage.
Yeah, one of the bigger guys. I thought it was going to be with the Luchasaurus. Isn't that where it was headed?
I think so. Ayla's like, we had a lawyer here with Bonnie yesterday. Oh, nice. Vindicator's like, who is more annoying, Cameron Grimes or King Corbin? Cameron Grimes, probably. That's that guy with the long hair on NXT.
I guess it depends on what I like Corbin myself, but I like him because he is annoying. Like, right? That's part of his character.
It's King Corbin. So,
if he annoys you, he's doing his job. That's how I look at it.
Vindicator's like, Velveteen Dream is back. He should be on SmackDown by now.
Well, they got to make sure that he's not breaking the law with little kids.
That, and now he's got to start all over from the bottom.
Well, I won't go from the bottom.
Not quite, but he's got to at least make his name good again. I mean, because you look at him and you think, pedophile.
Yeah, he's got to build up some trust.
So it's kind of hard, even if they, even if the allegations were wrong and they proved it, you still have that look of mentality when you look at him. You're like, that's not normal. That's not normal.
His character. Jericho with the chop on Cassidy's chest. Another chop. Did you call that a double chop?
Yes.
Or just two chops? Jericho's really lackadaisical in this one. There's a big forearm.
Well, maybe he figured because Orange Cassidy is that way, that he should just play that act also.
Should I wear a bandana around my neck?
I guess it kind of makes him look like he's really fat right there, but I mean, if you really want to do it...
What do you mean it makes him look fat?
It makes this part of his face really fat looking. Oh. But you could go for it if that's what you want. I don't care.
I think that's what I want.
Okay, fine.
I've got some bandanas downstairs.
Yeah. Hayla's like, the downstairs neighbors put whiteout on their lease agreement and changed a bunch of stuff. Oh my god. Did they think that there wasn't like originals or something? Like, seriously? Like, what?
Well, they said we could live here for 10 years for $7. I don't know.
And we can have like 50 people in our house.
And pets. We could even have rabbits.
And we get the whole backyard and the front yard.
Both sides of the garage. When Travis gets done. Is that car still in there?
Yeah. You might need to call whatever place, because I might not have time to go there and ask them. It might be faster to call them about that whole percentage off thing.
Oh.
To see if the person has to be there. Vindicator says Orange Cassidy looks like Darby Allin without makeup.
Darby Allin's getting a divorce. Going through the big D. He's married to a wrestler. I don't know what her name is.
Who is?
Darby.
He is?
Yeah, he's going through the big D.
He's going through a divorce?
Big D. Yep.
Yeah. I know somebody else is doing that.
Really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even believe... Like, that was just weird. Like, I don't even think of him as married in the first place, let alone divorcing.
Right? Because it was like a big secret. Don't tell anybody. Secrets. Don't keep secrets like that.
Jericho just dominating this match.
Yeah, but we knew that was going to happen, right? Because it's Orange Cassidy. He doesn't show his gumption until, like, the end. Then he kind of, like, gets a little more oomph to him.
Gumption. Dance fight.
It's fight. It's not dance fight, it's fight. Da 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 da.
No, it's swish, then hip swish, and then turn.
We must have lost Luke. He probably fell asleep. Usually Wednesday is
that
his
vertical
nap night.
suplex. He's been holding him for like a minute.
Damn.
There it is. Fall away slam.
He finally let him go. He's like, there he goes.
Oh, not fall away slam. Just a vertical suplex. I had it right the first time.
Luke is in there. He's answering your stuff. Darby Allin is divorcing Priscilla Kelly.
Priscilla.
Who's that?
I don't know. I think she's pretty, though.
The name sounds familiar, like Priscilla. Is she in any of the main stuff?
I'm sure she. No, I don't know. She's not in AEW.
Well, I didn't think AEW, but I thought maybe WWE or Impact or
she might be an Impact
Women
or
of Wrestling or something, or
else.
Whatever. I mean, her name sounds kind of familiar.
Springboard moonsaw. 1, 2, and Cassidy kicks out. Getting so excited.
So excited! I just can't hide it. Diddle-doo-doo-doo.
Are you like Kelly? Not Kelly, but the other one. Oh, yeah, Kelly. No, not Kelly. Who was the other one on Saved by the Bell?
I don't know. I never watched it. Looks like she's a wrestler for WoW and Glimmer. Glimmer.
Sexy.
WoW and Glimmer.
I don't think she'll be coming to AEW anytime soon. But here pretty soon, in a year or so, she might show
She's
up.
like, I don't like it.
Look at the hits. Look at the slaps. They're like flare chops.
Those are terrifying. They really do hurt. What's going to happen is Jericho's just going to fall down and be like, oh my God, I don't understand why it hurt so bad. Oh.
Did you see that? Like a cat.
Dirty.
He lulled him in. He lulled him in with that slowness. Mm-hmm. And then like a cat. Bam! Whole body clothesline.
Indicator's like, is Priscilla the name of Elvis's daughter? Yes.
Wife.
What? His wife was Priscilla Presley?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's his daughter's name then?
Lisa Marie.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Priscilla's his wife.
That's right. Priscilla is his wife. Fuck if I remember that shit. Those are things I don't really care about or remember.
That hurt. Another one. 2.
I thought it maybe put some torque and pressure on his groin stuff there.
Is he gonna? I thought he was going for 3. Jericho's knee, it's still working. He's got a little hobble. He is an 87-year-old man, so you'd think that he would hobble a little bit. There it is. If he sits down, it's done. He's got it locked in. Mm. That's his finisher. That's his move.
But is it gonna matter?
Cassidy's gonna get to the rope. Son of a bitch. Jericho pulled him back out into the center. If he can sit down on that lower back, it's over. If he can turn him just a little bit, because that's the Boston Crab.
Oh.
Oh, he rolls him up. 1, 2. Oh, so close.
Fat Lisa says, oh, God, Jesse Spano.
Another one.
Taking
Jesse Spano.
Uppers episode.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm so excited. I just can't hide.
Looks like she also does roller derby, is a suicide girl, streams and has been on Law & Order SVU. My lady is a huge Priscilla Kelly fan. Well, good for her. I don't know her. That's cool that she does roller derby, though. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Fat
I remember
Laces,
watching that growing up.
Yeah. Fat Laces says Cassidy is using a submission move. Wow.
It was an interesting counter, JR. Into the ropes. Spins up, around, down, lands on his feet.
Coffee?
There it is.
Too much coffee.
Code breaker. 1, 2, and Cassidy kicks out.
Damn, he kicked out of it. What the hell is wrong with that guy? Is he
Oh, God, he smacked him right in the face. You talking about Cameron Grimes?
I think Cameron Grimes was having a seizure.
Too much coke?
I guess. I don't know what the hell, but something was wrong with him. He's just running around jerking around, being all weird and shit. Like, Did he win or something? Is that what happened? Is that why he's so excited? I guess he did. Oh, that's why he had a seizure. He did win. So Cameron Grimes won that. Good. Against whatever his name is, and what's his name?
Velveteen Dream, and I don't know who that guy is.
Hikaru or Hidake or whatever his name's supposed to be.
Dream's got amazing hair up there, though.
Yeah.
Did you see his hair?
He got his hair out of his bandana, and that's all, like, out there.
It's like a flop.
That's funny.
All right, Cassidy with the offense. Big. The orange punch, they call it.
What in
That's the Superman punch.
Oh, the Best Friends tried to come out, but...
Best Friends tried to interfere.
Ortiz and them. Oh, Jake Hager's coming out while the referee is distracted.
Just a power slam's going to do it?
Well, he's not going to be able to do anything else.
The referee just didn't see this 8-foot dude running around the ring.
Nobody would have seen Jake Hager. He's like slithery like a snake. Is this how he's going to win? God damn you,
see,
you
now
bastard.
that it's over, see? He's going to attack him.
Oh.
You see his hair?
Yeah.
This match is not over.
No. Jericho thought it was going to be an easy win, but it didn't happen.
I don't... Oh, gosh! Oh, he went for the code breaker. Russian leg sweep right down. That's it! He won it!
Wow, Orange Cassidy won!
With the weirdest wrestling move in the history of the game.
Right?
It was like he was going for a Russian leg sweep, and then they fell backwards and counted to 3.
Right? Well, Orange Cassidy maybe got something hurt. Like, he's like holding himself.
Are they going to keep this going into All Out?
Maybe.
So we will not have AEW again until next Saturday.
Yeah.
Finn Balor went up to him. So maybe he'll be on the last bracket.
Well, he is on the last bracket.
Oh,
Finn Balor was there.
No. Velveteen.
Oh, Cameron Grimes is the one on the next.
He won, so he's moving on for sure.
Oh.
The losers bracket will be Velveteen.
Oh, Velveteen Dream. Okay.
In the losers bracket.
Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, I'm not 100% sure. I'm just saying that.
Right.
That's cool. Oh, never mind.
Left for Dead.
Left for Dead.
Let's see. It was like we had a lawyer here yesterday with Bonnie. That sounds fun.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Let's see. Looks like Darby Allin is our famous Kylie. She also roller derby. Okay, blah blah. Fat Lisa says Cassidy is using a submission move. Wow, and he's like, I'm all amped up on Mountain Dew.
Boom. All right, well, we're going to say goodnight.
Vindicator says,
we will see you.
Too bad Cassidy versus Jericho ended in another mob interference. Anyway, see you guys on Friday.
But it didn't really end on an interference.
Kind of an interference happened.
Yeah, but it didn't end because of it.
It didn't end because of it, because Orange Cassidy didn't get pinned. So...
Right. Anyways, we're going to call it a night. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for watching Wrestling Gab, and we will see you Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern for SmackDown. Bye-bye.
Have a